the Russ Parr Morning Show, and on the Celebrity Hotline we have... Wait, Russ?
I'm not a celebrity.
I know. What are you doing calling our Celebrity Hotline?
Just text me or something.
I mean, what do you want?
Well, I have to call because some stuff went on Twitter last night.
Saw that.
I'm actually starting the series of Born Again Virgin for TV One. We start shooting today, and I'm directing the first couple episodes. So anyway, my favorite restaurant in the whole wide world is what, Prejudice?
Houston's. Has been for like 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, that's my favorite restaurant. Started in Dallas, D.C., Maryland. I traveled when it closed down in Rockville, Maryland, and traveled to Georgetown. Then it closed down in Georgetown. And then they have one in Bethesda. But my favorite restaurant.
They have the best spinach dip ever in the world.
Right. So, and I hope I don't get in trouble by mentioning it, but it's what happened, and it's on social media, so I might as well go ahead and do it. And I take responsibility for angering the general manager. But I was sitting at the bar having dinner, and we were talking, me and a group of the friends were talking, and the general manager came over and said, "You guys are going to have to lower your voice." Of course, I didn't hear her because a band started playing right behind us. I called her back over, and I said, "Did you just shush us?" And she said, "Yes, you were talking too loud." I pointed to another lady across the room. I said, "Can you hear her voice over there?" She said, "Yes." "Would you determine that she is loud?" And she said, "I am the general manager here." And I said, "Okay, you're not credible. You're dismissed."
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You dismissed
Yeah,
him.
I was being crappy because I felt I was being singled out. Because the person that was probably the loudest was another lady was sitting next to me because we had to talk over the band that started.
Yeah. And you're at a bar, right? You're at the bar part?
After I told her, I said, "Well, you can go away. You made your point. You're not credible."
Right.
She said, "You just put your hand in my face." I went, "What?"
Oh, come on.
I did what? She said, "You put your hand in my face." I said, "Ma'am," and it's on somebody videotaped. After she said that, somebody started videotaping. I said, "Ma'am, I would never disrespect you like that." She says, "I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You will not finish your food and this and that."
You
crap.
lying. You lying.
Wow.
No, and the other ladies that were there, they're like, "Are you serious?" And she was mad. Her ego, and I tell you, ego gets you. Her ego was when I dismissed her, and it was only me and her. She could only hear me. I told her, I said, "You can leave. That you're being unreasonable here." I said, "It was totally inappropriate what you asked us to do. This is a loud bar, and the band just started." And I said, "If you notice, you are now raising your voice at me so I can hear you putting me out because the band is loud."
Right.
And she called the cops.
Oh, wow.
What?
I wasn't sticking around for the cops because I know how that goes. And so, I was so disappointed because it's my favorite restaurant, and I just thought that one person was complaining from what I understood, and that guy was at the other end of the bar. Nobody around us. Wow. And mind you, it wasn't people that were loud and drunk and screaming profanities and stuff like that. We just raised our voice because we had to talk over so we can hear each other.
Wow.
And trust me, Frieda, you know how I am. Hey, guys, will you chill out? It's too loud.
Oh, I already know. Yeah. Because Soup always gets loud and you have to quiet him down.
But you're in the bar area.
But you're in the bar.
You're not in the dinner in the dining room.
Yeah, and there's a band.
You're at the bar.
Wow.
So one of the ladies that I was with is a regular there. She spends a ton of money there, and she probably advises saying, "Well, I spent more money here than most of you guys make here."
Wow.
And,
that pissed her off too.
Right. So at the end of the day, the cops were called, and I didn't even mess with that. I'm like, okay. But what you'll see on social media is I was asking her after she accused me of putting my hand in her face.
Yeah.
And there's two sides to every story, but y'all, I'm telling you, there's only one to this one. I asked her, "Please step away from me so I can leave the premises."
And what happened?
I asked her 5 times. She was trying to provoke me.
Yeah, because look at you, Russ. You're like, what, 6'3"?
Because if I stood up in front of her, she would say, "Oh, you're coming at me." And you know what? I don't even want to draw a comparison between what has happened historically to people that have been falsely accused of stuff.
Wow.
But that's how I felt. And it's not on that level, near that level of being accused of something you didn't do. But she was a young person. I said, you don't know any better. You really don't. And, and I left. So then what they did, I know this is a long story, they sent a note to one of the ladies that was there at the bar because she knew the bartender very well. And the note said, I'm sorry that I overserved you. She says, I'm sorry, you need to take a look at the bill because I don't think anybody had more than 2 drinks and a full meal. It's on the receipt. That was just, they were trying to build a case.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
So instead of now they were too loud, okay, now they were drunk.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so she was trying to build a case. Now, I'm thinking if that were the case, if that bartender overserved that lady, then why would she put them out in the street and not call a cab?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So they're trying to change the narrative here.
Yeah.
So I'm just real disappointed. And people are talking about, well, we need to boycott Houston. I said, I would love to, but their food is too damn good.
But let me ask you something, Russ. You do have to do something. You got to do something. Like, don't you think you should email?
One of the ladies that was a regular there that spent that she is definitely going to try to talk to somebody above that lady. The lady, in all my years on this earth, she was really wrong.
Yeah.
She really was. She just didn't like me calling her, calling into her judgment into question.
You dismissed her,
And she
big
had
black
to show-
man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's Georgia.
And, welcome. I'm in the South. But you know what? I never went there because one of the ladies that was there was a white woman that was being put out too.
Wow. I'm sorry. I went there. Now I'm in trouble. But I'm just
just
it's what it
saying.
is.
But it was like, she might not have been asked to leave, but I know I'm not sticking around for the police.
Wow.
Because I know what this could turn into.
All right. Well,
So anyway, there's my long-ass story.
Unbelievable.
There are 2 sides to every story. My favorite restaurant in the whole world, but I can't let one person stop me from going there. But we need to get an answer as to what was her purpose and why was she angry.
Well, you better than me.
And talk to us like we're little kids.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Wow.
But when she said that, you put your hand in my face, that freaked me out.
She knew what she was
did.
doing.
She knew what she was doing, Russ.
The problem
Yes.
is she allowed
was setting it
anger.
up.
She allowed anger to impede the process of reasoning, and I think she'll probably get a conversation from her superiors about that.
She will. We know you
Right.
better than that, Russ. We know you don't get in people's
And I
faces.
said, you know what? I hope y'all have video camera in this place because if you look when you guys go on Twitter right now at Russ Parr Show, you can see her putting her hand up in my face.
Wow.
Wow.
Oops.
All right,
That
Russ.
was crazy, man. All right.
We'll be back.
Long story from Russ Parr. Thank you.